So I'm willing to bet about a year from now, when Zaccharie Risacher is actually asked by a member of the press, what was your favorite part of your NBA rookie season? I guarantee he's not going to give Scoot Henderson's answer of the food. Scoot took about 20 seconds to actually come up with his response. Clearly, Scoot looked like he actually had the munchies when he responded. Look, Zach Risacher actually played in his first NBA preseason game tonight. And on the NBA rundown, I am just going to go ahead and do it, North America. I'm going to overreact. Look, I saw Zaccharie Risacher play in Summer League, and there were moments of flashes where I was like, okay, he looks like a first-round draft pick. And we all know that this particular NBA draft really wasn't that strong, though I do believe Reed Sheppard's going to be a fantastic player. We did a video last week on Rob Dillingham, who went number 8 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think Zach Edey is going to make an immediate impact with the Grizzlies. And then, of course, there's Stephon Castle, who will also make an immediate impact with the San Antonio Spurs. I have no desire to talk about Alex Starr at this point, but Zaccharie Risacher actually really surprised me tonight. And I'm playing some of the footage from tonight's game for you just to prove to you that maybe I'm not actually overreacting. In 22 minutes of game time tonight against the Indiana Pacers, he actually scored 18 points. And no, he didn't shoot the ball 30 times. He was actually 7 for 9 from the field, 3 for 4 from the three-point arc. How much would Bronny James pay for that? He had 3 rebounds in the game and 2 assists. One of the assists could best be described as a hot dog assist, where he passed the ball between his legs, went behind him to a trailing player, who then took it and dunked it. Look, at the end of the day, I know this feels like a bit of an overreaction, but he actually did look really well. I'm playing the video for you. It's proof. Now, of course, he did play the Indiana Pacers today, and the Pacers certainly look like they believe defense was optional, which is a game that the Atlanta Hawks certainly enjoy playing as well. That being said, the Hawks ended up winning on a last-second three-pointer by a guy named Lundy. 131 to 130 was the final. But when I think about who's going to be one of the best rookies in the NBA this season, one of the requirements around that is actually a player that's actually going to be able to get enough playing time. And certainly, I believe Zaccharie is actually going to have that opportunity, especially if he's going to be able to score 18 points a night in the National Basketball Association. Look, I know this is a bit of an overreaction, but I am gotta tell you, I'm hopeful. I saw the post-game interview with the kid, and he's got his head on his shoulders. Like, I guarantee when he's asked this question next year, what was your favorite part of your rookie season? The answer is not going to be food, Scoot Henderson. I am just saying, I think the sky is a bit of a limit for Zaccharie. I don't necessarily see him turning into a 30-point-a-night guy in the National Basketball Association. Maybe he's a 25-5 guy. And would that be the worst thing for the Atlanta Hawks to uncover? A guy that can actually spread the court and be a 25-5 guy would absolutely fit in with what the Atlanta Hawks are probably going to attempt to do this year. All right, I want to know what your thoughts are on this particular topic. Where did you have Zaccharie Risacher from a Rookie of the Year standpoint? Did you even have him in your top 3 as a player to watch this year? I certainly did not even have him in my top 3, and I have to admit, he wasn't even in my top 5. But after watching tonight's performance, I think he absolutely is going to draw more attention than people were probably thinking about actually giving him. I guess there was ultimately a reason the Atlanta Hawks ended up taking him number 1. I understand them not wanting to take Alex Asar. I didn't quite understand why they didn't go after Reed Shepherd, though with Trae Young still on the roster, that did make some sense. But then again, Trae Young is one of those players that we know entering every season is a hot commodity, going to be traded before the trading deadline. There goes Trae. How often have we heard that over the last 4 years with the Atlanta Hawks? And yet, Trae Young is still on this roster. And I'm willing to bet as well, Trae Young will still be on this roster, especially if if Zaccharie Risacher actually develops the way and plays the way he played tonight consistently. Look, he's going to be a rookie. He's not going to score 18 points every night, but maybe he will build to that throughout the season, and the Atlanta Hawks will say, hey, it's a good thing to actually pair him up with Trae Young and the other pieces we have on this team. Maybe we'll be sitting here this time next year going, Trae Young still hasn't been traded. Maybe the Atlanta Hawks have actually found themselves a gem with the number 1 draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Look, I don't know what to make of exactly what I saw tonight because the Indiana Pacers chose to not really play defense, but that actually works with about half of the NBA teams anyways. Would love to know what your thoughts and opinions are on Zaccharie Risacher. Am I just completely overreacting, or did we see at least signs of things to come in his game tonight, which I actually think we really did. All right, that's it. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet to the NBA Rundown Show, please go ahead and subscribe. And of course, like this video, makes a huge difference as we try to grow the channel. I really appreciate that. You can catch our audio version on Apple and Spotify and all across a bunch of other platforms as well. For the NBA Rundown Show, I am Dave DeBaugh, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day. To the cool new music we go.
This is Phoenix.